I'll just try to get a good posture for you guys. Good morning, everyone. We'll just pretend that it is morning because I'm wearing these PJs, right? I just felt like it's only okay to just create this video without regarding the way I'm dressed. But yes, definitely congratulations to everyone. That's what I'm here for. Congratulations to everyone that has been accepted into the Millennium Fellowship. You guys really deserved it. I wanted to be the first one to actually say it, and if you've had someone who has said it before me, then I guess it's tough luck. But yes, congratulations. Trust me, it wasn't an easy application as you might assume, or most people might assume, those that haven't done it, which means that you deserved it, and it means that you are the greatest leader that the fellowship has seen you becoming in the upcoming years. So definitely a congratulations to you. I don't know if I'm gonna put any effects, but okay. So there has been a lot of questions from people that are regarding the fellowship. Some questions came through whilst they were still applying, so I'm gonna cover them in case there is someone in the future that will be needing this information. And if you're already past that question phase of those questions, you can just listen for the sake of knowing or helping the next person, because that is how I actually got into this thing. For those that don't know, I'm not really a part of I'm not really a formal part of the Millennium Fellowship, but I am an alumni of the fellowship. So I just wanted to see a lot of people making a lot of impact. So this is why I actually started this whole thing of creating videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna read through the comment section that you guys made previously in my first video. If you're here and you haven't seen my first video, all you need to know about being a Millennium Fellow, you can go and check it out. But yeah, this one is like the second one, the upcoming one after the first one. So the first question was from Ramya, and it's like, I got selected for first round in my first attempt. I didn't get an update from her, so please let me know whether you got into the fellowship. And always there's one thing that you need to know. I got rejected in 2018, but I got enrolled in 2019. That means that I never gave up because I believe that this was the right step for me in my social work and helping the community. So if you're really passionate about the community, it doesn't matter how many times you get rejected, especially if you're still in college. You can always reapply again. You can always text Sam Vega and you can speak to him directly, and he can give you tips and guidelines onto how to best create the best application. And you can always reach out to me as well. And the question was, and can you tell us what actually this fellowship is dealing with? The fellowship is basically dealing with helping you maneuver your project. So when you come into the fellowship, as you will see in the application, you will be talking about your project, and they will be asking you questions that are really directed to the project, as well as why you want to join the fellowship. So it's mostly mentoring you. It's giving you mentorship, as well as it's giving you a team that's gonna be there with you. That is your cohort that gets enrolled with you into the fellowship, that is gonna be there with you and tell you that no matter what, you're gonna get through this project. And you basically have a friend in them and the cohort, whereby you will come and give them updates, and they will give you tips into how to best maneuver around these obstacles that you're getting from the fellowship. So it's basically you having someone to guide you through your project and giving you mentorship and these tools, and also giving you an access to a whole community of people that are socially driven and people who want to bring a lot of social impact. It is also helping you achieve the SDG goals, the Millennium SDG goals that are concerned with bettering this world that we're in. So it's basically it's even though you are focusing on just one project of yourself, it's putting you into the United Nations kind of base, because now you're going to have a lot of people. It's also gonna give you access to people who have already made it to the to their social world, in the terms that now they have created this wholly big established, like the Clinton Global Initiative. They bring people who already have really big initiatives, and they give you guidelines how they got there. So it's like step by step, and everything. So it's basically good for you, because if you're passionate about your project and you wish to see it reaching the global level, this is the way to go about it. So we move on to Nilima's question, and she was like, I'm hoping it's a she. If it's not, maybe it's a he. I don't know. Let me know your gender if you feel like you need me to be corrected on that. And it says, is there any selection process after the second or final round application? No, after that this is the final one, so you'll be getting your results regardless. You'll get them even if they are not good, or even if they are good. So I hope that makes sense, right? You'll still get feedback from them. So if you don't get any email, please relax. You're still gonna get a response from them. Don't panic, chill. You will get a response, I can assure you of that. And there was a feedback from her. She said, I got selected as a Millennium Fellow, and yeah, I'm very much excited about it. Congratulations to you, and I'm really happy that you got in. And then there is another one by Suda, and the question was, I had just completed round 1. Can you please tell me how much it will take to know whether I'm selected or not? It's not gonna take really long. Just be patient. You're still gonna get your answer. Just be patient. If you need someone to calm your nerves and to talk to, you can always come here in the comment section, or you can always text me on Instagram, Sula_Mabuza, and we will talk about it. I will reach out to this, because what happens is that in every application process, I always get people who DM me, so they always give me feedback in how it's going, so I can always ask around from those people. So it's like a whole big community that I get access to whenever there is an application, which really puts a smile to my face, because I didn't know that there were so many people who will actually gain access to my previous videos. So this is really good. So there's an Akansha. I really hope I didn't butcher your name. I'm really sorry. And she said, if I complete my undergraduation by 2021, will they consider my application for the class of 2021? Please help me out. I'm really confused. You can still apply. I know that if you have access, or if you are in a way to actually be in contact with your cohort, what's the most important thing? The most important thing is for you to actually have the access to actually get engaged with your cohort, because you probably have or choose to have one project that you work together, or if you're working on an individual project, you're gonna still need to have sessions with them whereby you will be discussing content from the Millennium Fellowship. You will also be discussing the tools and everything. So as long as you are at a walking distance to them, or if now in this pandemic you can actually get access to to connect with them via Zoom, I don't think there will be any problem with you applying, even though you are now an alumni of your school. But yeah, give it a shot, apply and find out how it goes. And then there is Jamie, and he's asking, is it international? Definitely, this is an international organization. You can find it on Facebook as well. There is a group. When you're now an alumni, they put you in a group whereby you will be interacting with all these people from different countries and different continents, and so it's gonna be really amazing. Because now if you are thinking about how can I picture a US in my country, because the US has achieved something, I want to bring it here, or Mexico has achieved something, I want to bring it here, or South Africa has achieved something and I want to bring it here, then you will have that person to actually ask, how did you guys do this, or what's your experience with this, and then they will and then you will sort of like replicate it in your country. So that is the whole reason for the platform on Facebook, to actually interact with other alumni. And so Morgan K is asking, any advice on the application process for round 2? Is it better to say that it is a project you are currently working on versus one you will start if selected? Anything goes, as long as you can demonstrate that you really know you really know your story. And so in that case, I'm saying that if you have really thought through your project, you know the risks, you know the budget, because that's what they're going to be asking you. You know the goals. You have your KPIs. Your KPIs are key performance indicators. How are you going to demonstrate, or how are you going to know that your project is successful? All of those things, if you have a really good guess of how you're gonna be going around, and they see the true potential of your project and how much you are invested wholeheartedly in it, they will select you, because now you will be working on it as you are being a fellow. And so as the semester progresses, because as you know, it's a semester long kind of fellowship, you will be giving that constant update on it. And so yes, it doesn't matter when you're still working on it or whether you are going to be working on it, as long as it is a good really project and you have demonstrated your leadership skills, you still get into there. The advice for your application process would be just to know your work. Imagine your project not as abstract, but imagine it as something that is already there in the universe, and most of the things people get confused in the application process or when they start their project. So for those that got accepted, I guess this will be useful for you. You don't have to necessarily have something that is really big and mind-blowing, because that's what we're thinking whenever we're applying, that we need to have something that is really big and mind-blowing so that someone will say, wow, this is a really great invention. No, you just have to start small, but start small in a way that you are actually creating impact for the 5 people you will be selecting. It doesn't matter whether it's 5, whether it's 50, whether it's 10, whether it's 25, it doesn't matter, as long as it is really gonna shape or change their life for the good. That is how you start. It can be really simple project, and when you envision it, or how you're gonna go about it, the long-term run is gonna be a really good impact. It doesn't matter whether you start covering 1,000 people. I worked on people who are around 50, and I worked on people who are around 10. As long as you can make that solid impact in that one person that your project will be covering, that is all that matters, because that is how you create change, and that is what they are looking for. You making the next person's life better. So that is how you should be starting with the goal of helping that one person, really helping that one person. Then you should be covering the entire continent. It's not in your power to cover the entire continent. This is why there are cohorts in different universities, because it is a collective effort from different individuals, working towards the same goal of achieving the Millennium Goals, right? Millennium Fellow is individual or by team? That is a question from Alan. You work on your individual project, and you can also choose as a cohort to work on one project, or you guys can like someone else's project and think, okay, we will help, we'll all together work on your project and make sure that it's good. And the other question from Alan was, is it difficult or heavy to join this project? Yeah, it is, because there are a lot of applications. But if you're genuine to yourself and you're yourself, and you actually have because one thing about creating a project, if it's coming from within, it's easy to tell, because now you have that inward person that is motivating you. If you're having that real genuine motivation, that is all you need to get into the fellowship. You don't need really anything out of this world. So there is a really long message from Amy Forever, and the message is, hey, my application got selected for first round in the class of 2021. However, keeping the pandemic situation in mind, our college has not reopened. So will that be a problem in terms of the cohort from my college working on this project? No, you can always work via Zoom. You can host the sessions via Zoom, and you can also shift your new project into this new environment that we are being put in right now, which is now finding out how will you still make the same impact virtually. So don't worry about that. And then the other one is also, do all the selected students have to work on a single project? Because not all of us would have the same passion mentioned in the form, right? Yes, that is true. You don't have to work in the same project. You will work in your individual project. What matters is that you guys are able to come together and discuss these different projects and find solutions to whatever problem that one person is having, the other person is having, and yeah, and that is it. And yeah, we move on to Daku's message, and he was like, hey, how do you know if you've been rejected? They will send you an email. I hope that I've overemphasized this. You will always get a response from them regardless. Yes. And he was asking Oshi, do they send you a mail or not send you anything at all? They send you a mail. And yes, and I got a feedback from this person and say I got accepted. Thank you so much. And really congratulations to you all. Congratulations Dakius, congratulations everyone. I hope this is the end of the video, and I hope that I've answered most of your questions. If there are any questions, please let me know. But one last tip, this is a conversation I had with someone on Instagram, and the question was, what if I am not able to inspire people? Because there's a minimum level or number of people, and it's normally around 8 to 10, but it can be adjusted, I guess, for the cohort, a number of people in a cohort, or to make a cohort, or to have your university selected as a cohort in the Millennium Fellowship. And the person was like, what if I'm not able to inspire those people, and I'm the only one person from the college who actually is passionate about bringing change? So then what happens? That do I miss out or anything? And my simple answer was, reach out to Abigail, reach out to Sam, reach out to anyone who is there in the Millennium Fellowship, and let them know of your story, and they'll find a way around it. And if you want me to be sharing to you this email's address, or to ask on their behalf or ask on your behalf, you can always let me know. Abigail recently reached out, and I hope that it's gonna be a good way to actually find a way to actually interact with the Millennium Fellowship and have these questions being answered by them. Hopefully I can have a chance to bring them on this. I don't know. I'm hoping to bring them on this YouTube and actually have them share some of the tips I hope it's gonna be awesome for you guys. But yeah, my advice, as it's starting to rain right now, is that always reach out to the student president. He will help disperse, and that the Millennium Fellowship, actually, if there is still less number of people, they send you a draft email into how you can actually be inspiring people to get there. So you can use that draft email and send it to your student president, and he can send it to the entire school on your behalf, or your admin, or whoever is in charge of communicating with all students. Or you can draft it yourself, or as well as you can talk to your dean or the dean of students, and they can write that email for you. And with that, I'm trying my best to not make this video a really long one. If there is anything more that you would like clarification on anything except than anything other than the fellowship as well, even if okay, I can make more videos for the fellowship, but if you have other questions on different sectors, let me know. College life, anything that you want to know from me, let me know in the comment section down below. And I really hope that I have covered every question for you. And yes, have a good day and have an amazing time. And I will see you, I guess, in the next video for some more clarifications, if there are any that are needed. I don't know about other people. Are they applying to the Clinton, all of these things? Let me know. I'll see you.